Anyway, next up we have the Perplexing Pool. We love perplexing pools. I don't know what that sentence means. Do not ask questions you're not prepared for the answers to. This is gonna be a short segment. We're not gonna do the whole day, most likely. We're probably only gonna play for half an hour, because I have somewhere to be in half an hour. I make good life choices. Good morning. The white Pikmin are lodged with the purple ones in my hull. The two types are sleeping well and do not quarrel. I have made them most comfortable. You can call out the white Pikmin by standing in the light beneath me and pressing A. On a separate note, be wary of overworking yourselves. Haha, about that. Taking a break can be courageous too. To retire early for the day, press plus and then press right on the D-pad. Hey, so remember how I was saying I have places to be after this, so we'll probably only go half an hour? Yeah, I'm gonna be on another stream after this, most likely. So, yeah, I make good choices, clearly. Let's go 35. This might not be enough, actually. We might have a problem with this many Pikmin, but we'll see. We'll try and make it work. Hi, Yellow Pikmin. That's a swooping snitch bug. I don't like you. Look off in the distance, wild Pikmin. Can you see them, Captain Olimar? They are yellow Pikmin. You encountered them when you crashed on this planet, correct? It would be most helpful if they remember you like the red ones did. Yes, most helpful. Good luck, gamer. Oh, thank you. I will need it. Yeah, I've been hanging out on Green Power Stars Ace Attorney streams when I can. So I'm gonna die. Ah. Panic at the Perplexing Pool. Okay, we're good. We're alive. Okay, that was more stress than I was expecting to have this early into the day. My god. By early in the day, I mean the day in Pikmin terms, not my actual day. I've had plenty of stress outside of that in my actual day, but that is neither here nor there. Don't exhaust yourself, but Godspeed. Oh, that's my secret, Captain. I'm always exhausting myself. That sounds so bad out of context. But it's true, unfortunately. Yeah, me staying up until 6 AM last night. I make good life choices. I mean, it was worth it in the end. However, I am very, very heepy today. Okay. Shoot, angles are not my friend. God damn it. Why am I throwing white Pikmin? Come on. There we go. Listen, it's my own bad life choices that caused me to stay up so absurdly late. It's like, I could go to bed earlier if I had better self-control. However, I apparently do not. Alright, this is gonna suck. We have to fight a fiery Bulblax. Good camera angle, thank you, game. Astounding! The heads of the Pikmin are glowing and they seem extremely agitated, just like me for real. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin's speed and attack power. What a discovery. This is gonna suck. We'll see how this goes. Even with, spicy spray, this might be bad. There we go. We lived. Congratulations. Just this once, everybody lived. You need the eeps, I do need the eeps, but I also want to hang out with y'all. Doing things I definitely can't talk about on twitch.tv/UniLeeFox. I've already made this joke. What is this? A strange mold-like botanical entity has spread across the ground here. Interesting. I'm detecting other plant life suffocating beneath it. Yeah, we're playing Guilty Gear. like, ungodly, long. Totally. Where the hell is I almost said, like... I'm trying to come up with, like, a nickname for Louie, but I can't think of something funny. Why are you making it sound sus? Yeah, I did so many hard counters. Why am I trying to make it sound sus? What if I'm not trying to make it sound sus? What if, like... everyone's minds are just, like, in the gutter today? What if I'm the innocent one? Smile. Listen, what do you expect from a Fox Girl VTuber? Like, honesty? That sounds really bad out of context. I am trying to decide. Oh shoot! I need to work on the mold. Gotta make like, we gotta make like Resident Evil 7 and. Is that a spoiler still? Is it too early to talk about villager spoilers? What the hell was that sound effect? I have no idea what that was, but it was terrifying. Anyway, bridge is done. Psst, what? Are you trying to call me like a cat or something? What's happening? There we go. We're gonna have the white Pikmin help out with growing our yellow Pikmin buddies. That's what it sounded like? Ah. Look at those ears, just like me for real, for real. And not in a sus context this time. Yellow Pikmin have climbed down the tree and are staring in this direction. They appear to like high places and they seem to be quite light. They also have very large ears. If I had named them, they would be called Ear Pikmin, but I will use the name Olimar gave them. Curious, my static electricity sensors are reacting violently. What could this mean? They have electric powers now. This is new to Pikmin 2, and is a staple. What else? God, I was gonna say something, and I can't remember what I was gonna say. The curse of not having brain cells sometimes. It's a very tragic curse, unfortunately, but one that plagues me to no end. Alright, they're just gonna have fun over here, I guess. We actually want to snipe these little guys over here. Where's the other one? Does it only spawn when the other plant's grown? It's really weird, actually. I didn't know that. So why does that one grow slower? Like, genuinely. There it is. Yeah, these will eat the berries, so we want to take them out ASAP. That's okay. We need red Pikmin anyway, so we'll grow a few more. A lot of these we'll save for the yellow Pikmin. Because we need a lot of yellow Pikmin in this game. We need like over 100 for sure. Not today, but just in general, I would like at least like 100. Being a deathless run, I actually don't need to worry about Pikmin that much, to be frank. Because, like, we are gonna have plenty of Pikmin as is. Yeah, like, we'll probably grow all the yellow Pikmin we need just today, and then we'll just, like, F off, basically. And just stop growing Pikmin at a certain point. If there's a purple spray in here, I would love that, but the game does not love me back. So... story of my life? Question mark? That sounds very sad out of context when you put it that way. Sure. I have no clue on how many berries we have at this point. Actually, what if we do something really weird and go to the Glutton's kitchen first? Just to be contrary. Just be quirky and weird and go to the Glutton's kitchen. Cause like, I think the Citadel of Spiders is supposed to be first, but what if... It's also kind of convenient, because it's farther away. And we only need 2 Pikmin types for it, so it's also nice from that regard. I am actually seriously tempted to do that. But also, hi. I hope everyone's having a good day. If you're enjoying the stream, thank you. I'm doing my best to stream consistently. The horrors persist, but so do I, is my streaming mantra. It feels like. Okay, can I do something goofy here? Can I toss these over the wall? Hell yeah. Perfect. So I don't have to walk all the way back. I've never tried that before, for the record. I just kind of hoped it would work, and it did. So hell yeah. You'll love to see it. Alrighty, how many yellow Pikmin do we have? That's the million-dollar question. Hello. Our number went up significantly, so we probably have a decent amount. 51, hell yeah. So we're gonna be short. A few. We're only gonna have 75 Pikmin, so I need to actually monitor my numbers very closely here. Because otherwise, if I lose a Pikmin, I might forget, because I'm not used to having a non-full squad. I don't want to sound like... How to describe it? Sometimes I feel like I'm actually surprisingly decent at streaming. I don't like want to toot my own horn too much, obviously. But, like, sometimes I kind of surprise myself with how, like, much I'm able to keep conversation going. By myself, especially, because I'm, like, not... Again, I have not set up a COCOM setup. I really need to. Oh shit, there's another one of these little monsters. Yeah, the Citadel with spiders is so close to the starting area that I'm actually not concerned about it that much, so we can easily beeline it if needed. There's a couple other treasures too, and I'm a little bit on the fence about what to do with those. Speaking about on the fence, they're done. If we have time, we might go for those. But if not, we can save them for next time. But yeah, this is out of order. This is weird for me. Interesting, my odor detectors are reacting. A strong scent wafts from that hole. I am a machine, so rating sense is beyond me, but your faces tell me all I need to know. You're both drooling. I wish just once I could feel what it's like to drool. That is extremely specific. That is like, you know, follow your dreams, I guess, but why? Glenn's Kitchen. This is like a 7th floor dungeon, and also it's like a pain in the ass, to be real. Especially the later floors are just really not fun. Yeah, I was trying not to make a specific joke that is definitely coming up in chat. I was definitely thinking it. It's like someone's gonna say it probably, but I don't want to be the one to say it. It's kind of my MO sometimes with jokes. Like, the thought is definitely present, but I don't want to be the one to vocalize said thought. So thank you for your service, Nicole. So ball bears are the only dwarf grub dog that are actually grub dogs. The others are all bread bugs, actually. Okay, cool. How did a Pikmin lose their flower from that? I swear this game sometimes just does not make sense. I also cannot guarantee that we'll get through all of this cavern in today's stream, because again, I'm capping myself at like 20 minutes basically. Like max, like 20 minutes, so we'll have to see. Also, this is a weird dungeon, like cave. I always call them dungeons for some reason. This is a weird cave because there is a candy pop bud that is only in this cave. It is not anywhere else. So if you're going for a complete Picklopedia, you need to toss a yellow Pikmin into it. Or purple if you just want to sacrifice a yellow Pikmin for some reason. I don't know why one would, given how rare they are, but you can if you so desire. I just like I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. I just wouldn't advise wasting up like a purple Pikmin just to get a yellow Pikmin back. I like how sometimes people will send me things like, oh yeah, check this out later, and they'll be like, challenge accepted, and open it. Oh no, the bread bugs are already doing their thing. Do not appreciate that. So with purple Pikmin, bread bugs are kind of a joke, actually. They're supposed to have really hard shells. They're like old bread, basically. My favorite Ace Attorney character, Wendy Oldbread. But anyway, you know, bad pun aside, it's very easy to take out bread bugs with just purple Pikmin in this game. There we go. Okay, they're going for the thingy, so we don't have to worry about you. Okay, they don't have anything, so we're clear for takeoff. That bread bug might, but which would present a problem. Also, there are plenty of sugar grubs around, so we do need to keep an eye out for those. Oh, okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything over there, though, so we might just be able to GTFO. Oh, there's one here. Okay. Good thing I caught that one, because that one would have started picking off the purple Pikmin. I think there's only 2 treasures here, so we might be done already. I'm not a Pikmin expert as much as I do love Pikmin 2. So there may be times where I'm genuinely forgetting a treasure, so I hope I don't F up too bad. Again, I don't actually want to collect the enemies. So yeah, I'm actually gonna call them off there. Because again, I want my Poké total to be very specific by the end, for the sake of my sanity. Happiness emblem. I wish I could have a happiness emblem. That sounds very sad out of context. Alrighty, hopefully that's this floor. I don't think there's anything else. The imperative cookie. Why is that cookie imperative? The world may never know. Alright, that's it. So, again, assuming we don't have that glitch I experienced like one time in my whole life, we should be good to move on. Yeah, depending on how much time we have after the Citadel Spiders next stream, we might beeline it for the 2 treasures with Yellow Pikmin, or at least one of them. The Gherkin Gate might be a problem, the other will be fine. Yeah, this is the only place where you can find a yellow candy pop bud in the entire game. So if you want this in the Picklopedia, you need to toss Pikmin in. Like, this is genuinely like 100%, an 100% requirement. It's really weirdly specific. The funny part is because we only have 2 types of Pikmin, and we mostly have yellow Pikmin. We have so many yellow Pikmin, normally I don't even grow this many until later, so we're actually sitting pretty at the moment. But because of that, we're just gonna kind of move on. We're not gonna really fight too much. So with bread bugs, the way they work is you need to overpower them. So you need to have the max number, basically, in order to actually get this to work. The anode beetles, there have to be 2 in proximity to actually conduct. Otherwise, yeah. They will basically be useless if there's only one of them. So yeah, if you can just take out a couple of them, you can easily dispatch, like, all threats. In that regard. Alrighty. Harmonic synthesizer. Hell yeah. So now that we have that, we should be good to go and get this. We have one leaf Pikmin because we tossed him into a candy pop bud. Sucks to be that guy. And again, there should only be 2 treasures here. I think. I'm like 90% sure there's only 2 treasures here. But there's still that 10% because I am forgetful. Well, we don't have our purple Pikmin, so that one will remain unflowered, but, well, we got those at least. So far, given how bad the start of this went, like day 3 in particular, like the setup for day 3, I'm actually kind of okay with how we're doing going forward. Like, we're actually not struggling too much here, which is making me happy. But next floor is like the worst floor, I think. I want to say this is like a 6 or 7 floor cavern. And truth be told, I don't remember how much stuff is in here. If my memory is not betraying me, yeah, there are 6 sub-levels, and next one is hell. This one sucks. This might be the rest of the stream, for all I know. Again, I'm giving myself like 10 minutes to like do as much of this as I can. I would like to get through the Glenn's Kitchen on this stream though. We have our introduction to the Bulbear in this floor. The Bulbear is awful in this game. They don't go back to sleep. They just permanently roam. Meaning they suck a lot. The bitter spray is a problem because the cutscene will make it so it's very hard to kill it fast enough. Oh. Yeah, this takes up the timer for the bitter spray, by the way. So, we might not be able to kill it fast enough. Most impressive, this fierce beast became as hard as stone in a mere instant. The ultra bitter extract seems to have a side effect that stops beasts in their tracks. But yeah, we might not actually have enough time to kill it because of the cutscene. I'm gonna do another, because I think the animation will still play of it eating the Pikmin, even after it dies. So that was a waste of a spray, in all honesty. But I kind of expected to have to use 2 here, so I'm not overly, you know, bothered by it. We could probably get through it with only using 1, but again, because of that cutscene, it just makes it really complicated. Typically on my own time, I skip that cutscene deliberately, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, 1 whiffed, but it's fine. But yeah, if we can get through this whole floor first try, I mean, I'll still take it. Like, I'm not gonna complain. That could've been bad if I hadn't caught the bread bug in time. Because if the Pikmin will die if they get pulled into its, nest. Natural water. Yeah, a lot of the bottle caps have been replaced because of copyright. Oh, it kind of glitched in the cutscene a little bit. Yeah, this is why they were like, oh, this smells really nice, because there's a lot of food in this particular cavern. Yeah, getting this floor first try, I will take it even if I definitely use more resources than I would have cared to use. Like, I will accept the L on that, because this one does give me trouble a lot. Alright, we're actually making pretty good time. Again, I was really hoping to at least start the Perplexing Pool today, and I was, like, really nervous given how bad the initial part started. So yeah, genuinely happy with how things are going so far. Next floor can be a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. But again, at some point, I would like to get, like, a CoCom setup done. Again, I deleted my old server for a bit. I only had like 3 people invited, in all fairness, and it was never used for anything. But I've thought about getting it up and running again, partially just to have a place where it's easier to set up calls, because again, like, spoiler for potential planning, my birthday's not too far away. So part of me is like debating doing like a birthday stream. Keyword debating. I have not made firm decisions yet. But basically my hope for that would be to do some multiplayer things. These are armored cannon larvae. They're basically the baby versions of the armored cannon beetle from Pikmin 1. They suck sometimes, because they'll just put them in the worst places to possibly fight these, in like these little dishes that they're very hard to toss Pikmin up to. So yeah, we made through. Can't complain. Gotta sacrifice a couple of yellow Pikmin, but we grew more than I usually do. Sometimes I've gotten to this with only like 30 Pikmin, which is not great. We saved a little bit of time in some ways by getting the extra bitter spray. I didn't need to take time to make another bitter spray, so again, we're using a similar amount of time, just spread out differently in a way that actually makes this day easier. I'll make the next Awakening Wood Day, which is the next day in order, a little bit harder, because that means we have one extra treasure to get there. But because it's right at the landing site, I don't think it'll actually be that bad. Yeah, me deciding to stream and then jumping into someone else's stream immediately after this was definitely a decision I have made today. I might actually move my second stream to like Friday at the rate things are going, just to save my sanity a little bit. Oh, thank God for iframes. Terrifying. The problem is sometimes Pikmin can kind of glitch die. So like, it'll look like they're fine, but they're not fine. So we're gonna have to hope that that Pikmin didn't actually get crushed by the boulder and it just didn't register. Because that can happen. I have had it happen before. So fingers crossed. That could be really unfortunate. Gotta keep in mind the egg placements, because we do have a few purple Pikmin to flower here. Also the music I think is slightly different for Louie than it is for Olimar, which is a cute little detail. I think there are more eggs that can fall, but it's a little bit random. Sometimes you don't get enough eggs to flower everything. Alrighty, we have the boom cone. Okay. This is gonna take an eternity. I'm just gonna do this. Because it's like, it's heavy, but yellow Pikmin will be able to carry faster. So, for the sake of not being here for an eternity, we're just gonna do that. Again, you can also get the bitter spray from eggs too. And I will definitely keep my fingers crossed for that. Because if we can do the spray glitch on eggs that drop bitter spray, then you can get a lot of bitter spray really quickly. And have a much easier time if you just do that than like harvesting the berries by hand. I had my hopes up for a brief moment. It's fine. Yeah, also going forward to the harder areas, I might start copying my save. That's why I deleted my old save from the practice run. I might copy my save just to make sure, because I might lose a Pikmin and not realize it, and it will autosave, and then you can't go back. Pikmin 1 on Wii added the ability to go back a day. They took it out for Pikmin 2, which I assume has to do with the dungeon system. Like, it's just set up in a way that's not conducive. That's my theory, at least. Again. But it's just a theory. Again, we need to put all like 20 Pikmin on these to make sure, or the max number basically, to make sure nothing bad happens to the Pikmin. Again, purple Pikmin are very good at this, but there's a lot of electricity to deal with, so that's bad. I should not have tried tossing Pikmin at that. It's so wiggly. Why is it so wiggly? Why'd they give it, like, physics? Yeah, we're just gonna let the big red bug take the food. We're not gonna try to fight it. For the sake of safety. The hideous victual. Why is this also so wiggly? Why is the food so wiggly in this game? It's mildly disconcerting. Hi Freeze, welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. Dracula dies twice. Oh, I assume you finished Rondo / Dracula X Chronicles. How did it go? Hope it went well. Oh, thank you for the shout out, Aiden. On the ball as always. Cause I have my hands full with this bread bug. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Oh no, that's a problem. I almost didn't catch that in time. That would have been tragic. Hope you're having fun with whatever this is. I have not touched any Pikmin, that is fair. Oh shoot, we got the bitter spray now. We can dupe this too. The purple drop you see contains 1 refined ultra bitter essence. 1 drop contains 1 dose. Use it on hostile creatures, approach the creatures and press up on the D-pad to spray. I think you might have to use it once to get this to appear. Have you tried it yet? Like, I think you might have already needed to use it once to get it to actually appear, but I may be wrong on that. So the problem with the king bread bug, or whatever the hell they're called, giant bread bug, I think, they're very tanky. Like, they're sturdy as hell. So, like, damaging them with just Pikmin takes forever. Like, it's not hard. Like, they're an easy enemy to defeat, but it's just time consuming. Because they're just chipping them down, basically. Prince Dracula X Chronicles got the thing from the boss rush you were looking for and then killed Dracula again with Maria, hell yeah. I always preferred Maria. A lot makes sense now, in hindsight. Because I would have played that on my Vita, so that would have been like 2014. But yeah, I always preferred playing Maria to Richter. I like Richter too, but I like being able to double jump, to be honest. Yeah, I'm also bad at Castlevania, so I like the easy mode. I want to play that game again. I have the PS4 version of Dracula X, which is basically it's basically the Castlevania Requiem is so weird because it's basically the PSP game emulated for PS4, but lacking the actual 3D Dracula X remake. It only has the Rondo part, which is so weird. I don't know why they decided that. Sometimes it can be very hard for me to get words out of my mouth, I'm discovering. Processing, how bizarre. An item appears to have fallen out of that freakish creature. It must have been a greedy beast to swallow something like this. What does that even mean? Yeah. You're gonna have a hard time grabbing that, aren't they? You have to wonder if you crack into that game, can you make Dracula X playable? That'd be really interesting, actually. I don't have an answer to that. I've not looked deeply into Dracula X Chronicles, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Again, that's also believed to be why it's never been re-released elsewhere, is because Sony helped out with it, supposedly. Kind of the same emulator that, like, the Parappa PS4 remaster was done with. This intriguing material does not conduct electricity. It is far more advanced than the material I was researching. How frustrating! A spacesuit made from this wonder alloy would insulate the wearer from electric shocks. Excellent! This new material has allowed me to complete my Anti-Electrifier. It is my own invention, with only the smallest iota of outside inspiration. Sure, Jan. I've reconfigured your suits with this new material. They will now protect you from electricity. Oh, by the way, electricity is instant kill for Pikmin. They will die if they touch any electricity. So, yeah. Just because we are electric proof doesn't mean the captains are electric proof doesn't mean the Pikmin are. So we still have to be very careful. We don't even have to mess with that bread bug, I think. I don't think I actually got any food. Yeah, no, the hole doesn't have anything in it. Again, making sure the Pikmin don't automatically rush over and pick up the giant red bug, because I want to keep my Poké count low. Because I am wanting to play the game like I always do. I'm very much a stickler for not changing routines. But yeah, I'm really starting to consider moving streams. Then again, when Ace Attorney's done, I guess I don't need to worry about like being on the ball and ready to go at like the buzzer. So yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge someday. But hey, we're done. We have survived the Glutton's Kitchen, and actually within the time frame I provided, so we got farther today than I thought, even with all the mishaps early on. Please say 0. Because I can picture one Pikmin dying from a glitch. Thank God. God, this game is stressful sometimes. And a lot of it's just glitches. 14 out of 14. Let's go. I really quickly want to double check something. I think I have the guidebook saved somewhere. Like a PDF of the guide. Or was I silly and I threw it away already? So the Pikmin 2 guidebook has recommendations of how many Pikmin you should take into dungeons. I don't remember what the number is for this one, so really quickly, I want to see how many Pikmin it recommends for the next sub-area. Those numbers make a lot of sense, so... Or do they? I don't know if these numbers actually make sense or not. We'll trust the guide. I mean, I can just do this now. Also, the one benefit of doing a cave as early as possible is when you leave the cave, it actually forces the onion you find back to the main location. So for example, the onion is sent back over to the main landing site, so we don't have to like fish it out, basically. Why do my numbers feel really off at the moment? 25, 25... Do they only recommend having 80 Pikmin for this? What the hell? It says 15, 15, so that's 30, and then 50. So it's like, I might as well just take all my purple Pikmin with me, in that case. I guess I'll take my red Pikmin, because I think we get a chance to make more, yellow, like purple Pikmin in here. So just, really quickly, double checking our numbers. 30, 25... 30, 15, okay. Again, they don't say to go in with a full squad for this. It's really weird. Maybe they're accounting for you not having as many Pikmin as I currently do. My sensors are giving out foreboding signals. These signals could very well mean that this hole is filled with wretched, nasty bugs. Vicious program terminating bugs. Fun. 100 Pikmin enter, hopefully 100 Pikmin leave. However, I think we actually made really good progress today. I might stop here. Again, if I didn't have a time crunch, I probably would go a little bit longer, but because I do have a little bit of a time crunch, I think I will likely... Oh, never mind. Apparently, it may be delayed, so I will keep going, after all. This is why I made sure to check Discord first, to see if the stream in question that I would be on would be live by now. And it is not, so I will keep you posted on that. But once that stream goes live, then we might hop over, but if not, we'll keep going a little bit longer. Yeah, I hope everything's okay with that situation. So anyway, this is the Citadel of Spiders. If you know me, you probably are thinking, wow, you probably hate this dungeon, don't you? And the answer is, yeah, kinda. I don't like spiders. They don't agree with me. We have shearwigs. They fly now. However, I swear there's a however here somewhere. Oh, right. They fly now. But with purple Pikmin, they're kind of a joke. That's what I was gonna say, because they can barely get off the ground if you toss purple Pikmin adequately. Guess who almost didn't toss purple Pikmin adequately, though? This gal. Okay, guess we're finding this one. Never mind, direct hit, cool. Thank you. Caves are stressful. Like, actually, they're kind of stressful. A lot can go wrong very quickly, but again, since every floor autosaves, you do have the somewhat unintentional benefit for a deathless run. I mean, you can just save and quit easily. You don't have to worry too much. So in some ways, a deathless run is actually easier than Pikmin 1 from the standpoint of you don't have to redo as much if you're in a dungeon. However, it's harder from the perspective of, oh shoot, Pikmin 2 wants you dead. This game really does not like the player sometimes. Alrighty, do all the Pikmin games work like this? Only 2 of them do. So Pikmin 1 and 2 are entirely overworld. Pikmin 1 and 3 are entirely overworld. Pikmin 2 and 4 have sub-areas. Pikmin 2 is weird in general. Because it's kind of like a soft reboot that like combines different elements of Pikmin 1 and 2 specifically. So it's, yeah, like a hybrid reboot. It's like sequel, sort of. I don't even know if I'd call it a sequel. Wollywogs are also kind of the bane of my existence, and even with purple Pikmin, I can have trouble fighting them if I don't get the stun right away. We have a lot of spiders, as the name implies. These are the Dweevils. There are different kinds of Dweevils that have different properties that are color coordinated. So the red ones have fire element, the yellows are electric. Again, electric is one-hit kill on Pikmin. Every other hazard, you can whistle them out of danger, except fire. So we have to be very careful not to F up with any fire. Okay, we got the stun. I tried to be a little bit like cautious there and like check for the stun before starting up again. Got that. And we got a little ducky over here. Actually, why does the guidebook recommend bringing white Pikmin? I'm genuinely trying to remember that. No, wait, there is something buried in this. Right. There's no poison, but there is something buried. So, like, if you look at the opening, like, menu to enter a cave, it will say, like, what hazards there are in this cave. You could hypothetically have problems if you take it too literally and don't bring white Pikmin in the specific... Oh, hey! That must have fallen from an egg. From the sky. So, hey, I should go on Egg Watch. Okay, that doesn't help me as much, but hey, I'll take it. We have the head of a rubber ducky, which feels kinda dark, actually. Like, where's the rest of it? Who knows? Alrighty, kind of just drop them off in the corner. Hope they all try to deal with fire. And this will put us at 4 bitter spray, which is like definitely putting us in a very comfy spot for this game, which I'm very happy about. It'll make the next day a little bit faster too, if we don't have to worry about farming berries in the Awakening Wood revisit. So again, this is actually going to speed up our playthrough and make it a lot easier, which I'm happy about. Again, because this is a stream playthrough, I'm being more cautious than usual and like actually disabling hazards just in case it causes problems. But I don't think it would, but just in case. Because I am paranoid. Sub-level 3. Alrighty. This one has electricity. So you definitely need Yellow Pikmin for this. Hypothetically, if you're really gutsy, you can actually get away with not having Yellow Pikmin, because Purple Pikmin can still fight the Anode Beetles. you just have the risk of like a one-hit kill. But if you keep flipping them over enough, they will never get a chance to use their electricity, so there's a risk versus reward of using Yellow Pikmin to deal with electricity. There are cases where you might have to use other types of Pikmin on electricity. The best advice I can give is just be very careful and just like constantly cycle, like whistle them away. Because otherwise, there's a high risk of zapping. Not in the Resident Evil 2 original way of zapping. I need to play RE2 original in full. I've only done one playthrough of Claire, which is probably a surprise to literally nobody. Just gonna take Louie and stick him in the corner. For safety. There's like suspiciously nothing here. Like a suspicious amount of nothing here. To the point where I think there's gonna be something here. Alright, the swooping snitch bugs will try to replant Pikmin, which is just kind of annoying more than anything. They're not that dangerous. Unless they throw them into water, or if they're carrying a bomb rock in Pikmin 1, then you have a problem. Alright, so both treasures are right in these two alcoves. There should be a Wally Hop somewhere. I think I called it the NTSC name earlier. Which again, the Wally Hops were renamed because the word used originally in the North American version is not good. So, apologies for that. Oh, hi. Again, these caves are just mean. They'll just toss random enemies at you. Again, if you've never seen a Pikmin game before, you'll probably think, wow, this game is really rude. And if you think that, congrats, you have a very good assessment of this game. This game is actually very rude. But I love it anyway. Again, maybe this explains something about me as a person. Oh shoot, there can sometimes be a purple candy pop bud in the previous floor, apparently. At least it says so in the guide. I don't know if that's actually correct or not. So to Dell. It's him, Mr. Wallace Hopkins, yes. The memorial shell. See, now I need to check because it's gonna bother me if I don't look this up. Yeah, no, you can oh, if max Pikmin requirement is met. Huh. So maybe, yeah, I could have sworn I didn't see a purple candy pop bud in the last floor. Maybe we had too many. Oh, because we did the dungeons out of order. Maybe. Perhaps. I don't know. I'm at a loss. We do need 100 purple Pikmin by the end of this playthrough, as a heads up. Oh, hi. This is a Queen Candy Pop Bud. It will do nothing for us, actually. Basically, if you're low on Pikmin and toss one in, it will produce like an additional 9 sprouts or something. So it's basically a way to quickly regain Pikmin if you're running low. But we already have full numbers, so it's kind of useless. The only reason I tossed it in is because I wanted the complete Picklepedia. And that is counted. You have to toss Pikmin. And also, shoot, for the sake of making sure I don't kill a Pikmin, if you leave a Pikmin planted in a dungeon, they will die. They will be counted as dead because the floors are randomized, you can never go back. So, yeah, you actually have to be careful about that. Sub-level floor. Sub-level 4. Not sub-level floor. I mean, I guess it is a floor by definition. There are a lot of white candy pop buds. I don't use that many white Pikmin. I only max out 30 usually. How much more poison even is there to deal with? Like, not very much. Yeah, purple Pikmin are very good at dismantling hazards, except electricity where they just they can die instantly very easily. So we have the water dumples and the hermit crawmad. The water dumbbells are actually very intimidating. They're actually related to bulb orbs, but the one thing that keeps them less scary is they migrate very easily. So it's very easy to basically lure them away from a group and take them out one by one. If you have to fight multiples at once, it can be a little stressful. But one at a time is not bad. It's only when they're grouped up that they're kind of scary. Me thinking this was going to be a shorter stream, and now it's going to be a very long stream. Oh no. I regret my life choices sometimes. Yeah, I'm having fun. Again, I enjoy Pikmin 2. Again, I don't know what that says about me. Again, after the Kitsune Tales playthrough, I've kind of been thinking about this a lot, where it's like, why do I like really obnoxiously difficult games sometimes that other people are like, wow, this game is like really unfun and hard. And I'm like, hell yeah, I love it. I love Kitsune Tales. I've had a great time with that game. Probably one of my favorite games I've played all year long, straight up. But others are like, yeah, this game is hell on earth, and it's like, wow, I just really like challenging games, apparently, of a certain variety. I don't like Dark Souls. I'm gonna be real. I don't like Souls games. But I also don't like the gameplay of a Souls game. That's more of the problem. The difficulty isn't the problem. I just feel like the game flow is annoying. Maybe that's a hot take. That's probably not a hot take. Got another Hermit Crawmad. This one's actually more annoying. The other one was conveniently on a ledge, which means they can never get back into their hole, which is very convenient for us. This is the best treasure in the game. It's a little pendant with a corgi in it. Genuinely one of my favorite treasures in the entire series. It is so cute. I'm one for more relaxed. You're one for more relaxed games. That is totally fair. I'm like hit or miss, to be honest. I'm like, I can go either way. Like, I like relaxing games too, but I also have grown up with so many challenging games that I'm just kind of like used to it. Again, I don't know what that says about me. That I'm like, I can take on a Nintendo game usually that's super hard, and I was like, wow, this Nintendo game is so hard and annoying and frustrating. And I'm like, I've been playing this game since I was like, this game I've literally been playing since I was like 9 years old. It was 2004, I think. Wow, we had a big time jump actually. If I'm doing the math right, I think there was a bit of a time jump in Pox Girl's favorites, like, games. Like, based on when I would have played the last game, Spider-Man... No, actually no. Kirby... No, wait, that actually wouldn't have been that big of a time jump. What am I talking about? Alright, so now we have the awkward problem of ads are about to start, but also this is the end of the stream is only gonna be the rest of this day after. I'm hard capping myself no matter what happens, so we're not gonna do another day after this. Awakening Wood will give me trouble. And it's also just kind of time consuming because it's one of the bigger like outdoor days that we'll have for a bit. Get the blue Pikmin finally, now that we can get over the electric, or get past the electric barricade. Alright, so over here we have the beady Longlegs. This is a lot easier than Pikmin 1, thank god. I say as I'll probably still lose Pikmin here. If I lose Pikmin here, I will blame motion controls / gyro pointing. Yeah, like I'll just whiff a throw because the gyro's like throwing off my angle. Ah. We're fine. We're good. I'm being very careful, obviously, because, Deathless Run. Huh. Neat. I am making good progress on this fight. It's kind of like disintegrating. This is one of my favorite effects in 1. It's more pronounced in 1, but it's still present in 2, where it's like the BD long legs is actively disintegrating as it takes damage. It's a really cool effect. One more cycle will do it. Unless I just never mind, it worked. I was gonna say, unless I completely whiff, but I somehow still got it, so neat. Anyway, there should be a buried treasure up here. Somewhere. We'll get the cutscene, probably, yeah, before I find the buried treasure. Sweet victory, that giant insect's body crumbled to dust. I'm quite relieved to know I won't have to store such an enormous bug. Analyzing soil samples, anomaly detected. What's that glittering widget? It's a key. A key to what, though? Who knows? Oh, hi. This is a weird enemy to be fighting with white Pikmin, because they were, like, not good at landing direct hits. Never mind, we got it anyway. Neat. Hell yeah. So the glint beetles and the flint beetles will drop various items. Like, usually sprays or treasures occasionally. They primarily drop pellets in Pikmin 1 and 2, but they're also more of an above-ground enemy in that game. If you land all 3 hits, you'll be basically guaranteed to get a spicy spray, which is very helpful. Trying to do this as a cutscene is about to start is a mistake. Because if the cutscene had started, then it would have thrown me off entirely, but it's fine. I know what I'm doing, I locked in. Well, there's the first treasure. You're more into playing games than watching games than playing them? Yeah, that's totally fair, I get that. The key, very literally named. This object seems familiar. I will combine it with the President's parallel dimension controller. He just has that, apparently. Alert, sensors indicate a massive dimensional shift at a distant location. I'm receiving a message from a far-flung dimension, displaying the message now. Challenge mode can now be accessed from the title screen. It appears to be total gibberish. Hopefully the message has reached its intended recipient. I will name this apparently worthless device the key. So yeah, this unlocks challenge mode. That's very literal. Alrighty. That should take care of the Citadel spiders. We got diamonds. We're halfway through the deck, by the way. We are making actually pretty decent time. We got farther than I thought it would today, but again, it was also a longer stream than I was planning to do today, so it makes sense. Where the hell are the 13 Pikmin? Never mind. There they are. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. But yeah, I'm having a good time. Other than getting a little pissed off at the first day just because of running into so many hurdles, I am having a good time. Again, I usually have a good time with Pikmin 2, in all fairness. I'm a sucker for this series. If a Pikmin 5 gets announced to Switch 2, I'll be there day one, like guaranteed. It could be $80 and I'll still be there day one, because I just love Pikmin. Yes, I am part of the problem when I say things like this. Aw, you're cute. Okay, we're gonna beeline to the final treasures. Oh! Ads are about to start, actually. I should have stopped on the results screen. This is gonna be a weird segment, because we're just gonna do like a couple minutes after this ad break. But we are gonna take a quick intermission.